these teams should come into play tonight. No lack of quickness on either side of the ball.
Let's get it popping. This should make for a fun game. I mean, the tempo should be quick. And the fans, we should be happy.
Now let's take a look at the Bulls' opening lineup. We've got Speedy. Barkley is out there with buckets. Then there's Harris. And it's Richmond in at the 5 spot. Here's Young. Oh, and the dunk by Young.
Oh, great flow to that possession. Two players totally in sync with each other.
Barkley against Scott. Barkley outside. Here's buckets. And no good. And it's Boston the other way. Outside, Scott. And there's the drive. Rebound by the Bulls. Barkley outside. Can't cash in from close range. 3 on 3.
2 minutes remaining in the first.
It's deflected.
2 minutes.
The shot from the low post is good. 1:52 left here in the opening quarter. Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off.
Here's buckets. Still looking for his first make after that miss. He's 0 for 2. Now the pass to McLaughlin. Shoots over Barkley. McLaughlin, no good. The Bulls have gone 0 of 3 from the field to start the game. And Harris wide open. He shoots. Sinks the triple.
And he likes to get in a rhythm early. Nice triple.
For Boston, they've gone 2 for 4 from the field so far today. McLaughlin, the pass to Tucker. The Celtics working the ball around now. Richmond with the defensive effort. For Chicago, they've gone just 1 of 4 to get this game started. That gives them the lead.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Yeah, very little resistance. I mean, you had to bring much faster help than that.
Now, here is Young. Trying to find Scott. Gets it to him. Misses the layup. He had him with that pump fake. Chicago has gone 1 of 2 from long range in the first quarter. Richmond with the bucket.
Guys, that's just really unstoppable. He poses a ton of matchup problems for whomever he's facing.
McLaughlin, the pass to Tucker. Here's McLaughlin. Back to Scott. Shoots over Barkley. Scott, good. 16 seconds left to play in the first quarter. Here's buckets. And no luck with that time on the buzzer beater. 1 quarter in the books, and it's been a close one so far. Bulls out front, leading by a point. And back with the start of the second quarter in just a moment. And some good action in the books as we get back to the game that's been pretty close here so far. Looking at what we've seen from the Bulls, what do you guys think?
Well, they used the fast break to generate some easy buckets before the defense could get set.
Well, setting the pace early, aggressive mind state. I love their approach so far.
Chicago leading. They've got Barber, also the natural out there. Thunder is out there with Young. That's the Boston 5. Sykes. And Boston with the rebound. Here's Barber. It's up and it's off the mark. He's 0 for 1. Right wing. He lobs it up.
And how about the incredible timing on that alley-oop?
He absolutely hammered it down. Pass to Dennis. Knocks it loose. about a minute into the second quarter of play.
2 minutes remaining in the first half. 2 minutes.
In the corner, it's Harris. 5 on the clock. They get the rebound. Here's Oliver. Misses, and he wants that one back.
Well, they'll be happy with that look, even though it didn't fall.
No, you're right. He'd take that 10 out of 10 times. He's not going to miss many of those.
Now, here is Young. And we all know that star players get a few more perks, but, Greg, that can also stir up misgivings in a locker room when things aren't always equal.
Kevin, it's a great point, and coaches really have to be careful. If you're holding one player accountable and giving another a pass, that tends to lead to a fractured locker room.
And let's get your take, guys, on the scoring breakdown for Chicago.
They've carried out a great game plan in the paint so far, working it down low a lot and getting high percentage looks.
And the other thing, though, is their execution in terms of their ball movement has been flawless. Sets up a lot of easy scoring opportunities.
Celtics trail by 6. The feed to Tucker. Back to James. It's all in by the Bulls. Sykes is guarded by Davis. Sykes. That shot is off, and it's Boston the other way. Davis surveying the floor. Nice ball movement by Boston. Down low. Here's McLaughlin, and he converts the layup.
Oh, that's some skill on that assist. I mean, the timing has to be perfect on a lead pass.
Pass to Buckets. Here's Speedy, and that one
Number
good.
39.
Speedy's got the lead back up to 6 now for the Bulls.
Pretty much all of their buckets coming from inside the paint now.
And here is James. He's still scoreless so far in this one. He takes it in. No good with the layup.
And D making that layup look very uncomfortable for him. Good aggressive work down low.
And so it's the Chicago Bulls with a 6-point lead at the end of the quarter. A good size advantage, and they'll look to increase it. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
It was a closely contested first quarter for Chicago. They ended the period holding on to a slim 1-point lead. What a second quarter for them. They're up by 6 at the break. A nice lead. Kenny, your thoughts on how the Bulls look?
Playing on the road is having no effect on this team. I mean, between your planes, the hotels, the buses, it's a grind. It can zap your energy levels. But right now, they look like a fresher team. And we'll see if they hit the wall in the second half.
And Shaq, your thoughts on the Celtics?
Well, the story is their poor shooting. Under 40%. Got to give the D some credit. But they look uninspired on them. It'd be nice to see fewer isolation.
And after a fairly even first couple of quarters, the second half could turn out to be a great one as both teams try to gain an edge. The Bulls leading by 6. All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups courtesy of Gatorade for the second half of basketball. So for Chicago right now, we've got Richmond. Harris is out there with Speedy. Then it's Barton. And it's buckets in at the point. Harris's shot is off. And so Young will bring it up for Boston. And we've got an update here, so let's check in with David Aldridge reporting from the sideline.
Thank you, Kevin. The Celtics made the Eastern Conference Finals 3 times over 4 seasons, but last season, injuries and COVID protocols knocked them down a peg. Ownership and management are patiently staying the course. With their young star talent, this team still has room to improve from within. Guys, back to you.
Well, their upside in a lot of people's view remains. David, thanks. Into the lane.
I mean, even from over here, you can see that one pretty clearly.
Personal foul. First team foul.
First trip to the free throw line for him in this one.
And over the course of last year, he was up over 90%. And with a stroke like that, you see why.
The first free throw is good. So both teams changing it up here. And so Young nails them both. The Bulls leading by 4.
2 minutes remaining in the third. 2 minutes.
Second half of basketball, just over a minute played so far. Here he goes. Out to Harris. A floater. Scott pulls it in.
They have yet to hit a shot. A real slow start here in the second half.
The pass to Dennis. Rebound by the Bulls. Buckets defended by Scott. To the middle. And he takes that one up and powers it through.
Goes to.
Yeah, he's shown terrific control of the pace and the rhythm of this offense.
Oh, man, so unselfish. He's doing a great job creating for others and making pinpoint passes.
Pass to Dennis. A second chance effort, and the layup is good.
That's the kind of aggressive and assertive play they need as we get closer and closer to crunch time.
Buckets, guarded by Tucker. Lays it up off the glass. And the Bulls lead by 6.
Assists like that have typified their effort today. Terrific ball movement.
Barber passes to Tucker. Ball's knocked loose. Shot and game clock separated by 5. Young against Harris. Good defensive work there by Young. Celtics have gotten just one of their first 4 shots to fall since coming out of the locker room at the break. Barber passes to Tucker. Pulls up, high post, and all around the rim that time before dropping in.
And I like the decision making. He's taking what the defense is willing to give him.
Oh, yeah, and that's just a good read on his part. And as usual, his mid-range jumper is on point.
And that's going to do it for the third quarter. Bulls lead by 4. We're going to step aside for just a second, but join us right back here for the start of the fourth quarter next. Well, this has been a great contest so far, and I imagine the fourth quarter could have even more action in store for us. Celtics trail by 4. We've got the natural. Davis is out there with cool hands. And it's McLaughlin into the 1 spot. That's who's in the game for the Celtics. Watch the screen. Chicago grabs the miss. Barkley's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Discarded by Davis. Here's Speedy. Second shot opportunity. Count it.
Number 39.
Speedy's got the lead up to 6 now for Chicago.
And that's why you never stop working in the paint at either end of the floor.
Now, here's Tucker. It's not going to go for him. About a minute played here in the fourth quarter. They get it again. Here's Oliver. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
Really the right play defensively. If you can't block, force them to the line.
Now let's take a moment to get your guys' take on the scoring so far for the Bulls.
If you want to see how efficient the offense is running, a great stat to look at is points off assist. And they've gotten a ton of assists throughout this game.
And they've also worked hard to get the ball inside. They haven't just settled. And they've hit a lot of high percentage shots in this game.
It's the first, and that makes it a 7-point lead. Buckets, he's checked in for Chicago. Second one is good. Hitting both at the line, and it's an 8-point game. Well, for the Celtics, this one not looking good. They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
Here's Tucker. Doesn't go that time. Now Chicago takes it the other way. Throws it up high.
Oh, such a beautiful pass to set that one up.
Yeah, the pass might have been pretty, but the finish was angry. Fourth quarter now. We're about a minute and a half in. Here's the natural. Clock at 6. There's the triple. Rebound by the Bulls. Barkley's got his 5th rebound in this one. To the inside. Here's Speedy. Count the bucket. Coming off a perfectly placed assist.
Assisted by.
And now a 12-point Bulls lead. Now a timeout called by Boston. They trail by 12. 1:09 left in the fourth quarter. And now we present our New Balance Player of the Game, Garbage Man.
And to me, the best part of his game has been the work he's done inside. I mean, slashing, driving the lane, attacking the basket at every chance. When he's had an opening, he's taken it.
There must be something about playing in a hostile environment that drives him. He is really fed off that. 55 seconds left in the fourth quarter. And it's Barber missing. Bulls have gone 3 of 5 here in the fourth quarter. Pretty good numbers coming out of the break.
And there's no doubt about this one. Playing with a lot of confidence tonight. It's a statement victory for Chicago.
If they had to battle for this win, there were times when it looked like it was maybe slipping away a bit, but they never let that happen, which I thought was a real credit to them.
And that's a product of their mental toughness. Anytime the flow of the game turned against them, instead of caving, they just dialed it up a notch and were able to pull away.
And so many key players that you could point to tonight, but in particular, a great game.
For Garbage Man.
He was the alpha dog out there tonight. Totally in charge of this game. No matter what the situation was, he was the one to dictate the action.
Yep, it counts.
Number 17.
And credit the whole team. It was a focused, concerted effort to put this one away.
Yeah, I love how they played for one another out there. No signs of selfishness. They're just a total team effort.
And so Chicago takes this one, and by a big margin. To come into an opponent's building and dominate the way they did tonight says, I think, Greg, an awful lot about this team.
I guess they don't need home cooking to feel at home. I mean, Kevin, just a masterful performance all the way around.
For Chris Webber, Greg Anthony, and David Olden, this is Kevin Harlan. Thank you for being with us. We'll see you later.